Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. So guys, something big is happening in the gaming world right now. The EU or Europe just dropped some super serious guidelines aimed at protecting players, and it got me thinking, could this be the real reason why Odin Valhalla Rising didn't launch with an EU server in a global release? Alright, let's dive into this. So this is the news, and yeah, it's from the official website of the European Union. They published a short article on March 21, 2025, so just last month, guys, where they introduced new key principles for game developers. And just a heads up, guys, these are not exactly new laws, but they are built from the existing EU consumer laws. And I just want to highlight the ones that really matter to us, MMO and Gacha players. So the first one is this. Here in number 3, no forced purchases. Developers should not design games that force consumers to spend more money on in-game currencies than necessary. So the idea here is developers shouldn't force you to spend more than what you need, and this can be tricky to define, right? Like right now, I'm playing Odin Valhalla Rising on the Japanese server, and honestly, I really don't feel any force or pressure to spend more money. Maybe it's because I'm playing casually, like I'm just exploring and enjoying the open world. I'm not trying to compete or compare my gear with others. But for sure, things will change once we are on the global server. You know, like that competitive pressure for sure will be there. So basically, guys, it's not the game forcing us to spend. I think it's more of the environment. So for this part of the law, I think the line we should focus on is this line where players should be able to choose the exact amount of currency they wish to purchase. So I think for this one, let's say in a gacha, let's say one gacha roll costs 210 diamonds, right? Then the shop should let you buy a minimum of 210. The shop should not force you to get more than what you need. Like this one is 345 diamonds. So that's how I think this rule would apply in our kind of games. Okay, so guys, the next point really caught my attention. Here, respecting the right of withdrawal. So players must be informed about their right to withdraw from a purchase within 14 days. Wow, 14 days. Particularly for unused in-game currency. This is crucial for ensuring consumers' ability to cancel transactions if they change their mind. And this is the article. Yeah, this one could be huge for players, especially those who buy diamonds in bulk, and even more so for those who resell discounted diamonds. Let's be honest, guys. Some people, I'm not saying all people, okay, so some people actually buy a lot, then resell, then use this super famous method that we are doing, which is the ghost trading. So for example, the buyer will list an item in the public market with a custom price in diamonds, and usually they're going to put the exact amount of diamonds that they're going to buy from the seller, and then the seller will simply buy it using the diamonds they bought from the shop, and then later the seller will request a refund. And normally if the request of refund is within 48 hours and it's their first time, platforms like Google often approve the refund, because that is actually part of the policy of Google for the game developers. Like if it's within 48 hours, all purchases are refundable. Now, I'm not saying everyone who sell discounted diamonds does this method. Some of them probably are partnered with the game itself, or some are really just good, like super good in grinding in game, like they know which materials are trending during early game, during mid game, and during late game. But again, back to this law, players must be informed about their right to do withdraw from a purchase within 14 days. Man, that 14-day refund window is really huge. It's great for us players, but probably a nightmare for game developers. And honestly, this is what I always notice about Europe. Like they often focus more on protecting the people than the business. It's a different kind of culture for sure, but this is what I really like with Europeans. So now I want to ask you guys, what do you think of these new guidelines for game developers? Are they good or bad? Or maybe a bit of both? From a player's perspective, it's obviously great, but from a business standpoint, for sure it could be a serious challenge, especially for games like MMOs that relies only on in-game purchases. And then there's this next one, number one, clear and transparent price indication. The price of in-game content or services must be shown in both in-game currency and real-world money, ensuring players can make informed decision about their purchases. And these are the articles. Basically, if this rule is fully applied to a game like this one, Odin Valhalla Rising, it would require to show the real cost of each gacha pool or gacha roll. Like this one should not be just 210 diamonds, but something like the exact cost of this one. So let's just say $2 or $3 or something like that per roll or per pool. And honestly, that could really affect their sales, right? Like, man, if you see that it's $2 or $3 every time you click this button, you might think twice or a lot of times before rolling or before clicking this button. But if it's just showing diamonds, it doesn't really feel as heavy. Like the real cost is kind of hidden. And I think from a business standpoint, we can learn something from this one. That's actually a smart way to drive more purchases or sales, like use in-game currency to mask the real-world cost, right? But in Odin's case, I kind of get why they use diamond instead of showing real money, because in this game you can also earn diamonds not just by spending real money but by farming in the open world. I mean, you can buy and sell your loot in the public market. So people who are busy will be for sure buying diamonds, and then they will shop in the public marketplace to craft the equipment set that they need. And for those who are not so busy, they might have different characters farming in the open world, and they can sell their loot in the public marketplace. That means diamonds can be somehow earned through time and effort, not just real money. And maybe that's the reason why they can really show a fixed real money price here, because again, diamonds are not just bought, or you can actually earn them in game too. Or maybe what can they do here is still show the cost in diamonds, but right next to it they also show the real world money value, so something like that. Avoiding practices that obscure pricing. Game developers should not engage in tactics that obscure the true cost of digital content. This includes practices like mixing different in-game currencies or requiring multiple exchanges to make purchases. The goal is to avoid confusing or misleading players. This one is actually connects with the first, right? Same idea, like don't confuse with the player with too many currencies or weird conversions. Well, I'm curious, guys. How about you guys? What do you think about this one? How do you think this kind of rule that we are seeing right now could affect our favorite genre, MMOs, with some gacha games? So let me know in the comment, guys. And maybe, just maybe, guys, this is the exact reason why there's no EU server in the global launch of Odin Valhalla Rising. Maybe Kakao Games wanted to avoid the legal headaches and strict rules of Europe. Maybe they're playing it safe and avoiding EU fines altogether. So guys, that's it for today's video. And guys, let's revisit this again once these kind of laws start becoming global. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.